Good morning, everyone. My name is Arslan, and you are watching Proper Pariksha, the place where we strive for academic excellence in a simple and comprehensive manner. So, today we'll be starting exercise 7.3, and I hope that you have gone through the previous videos in totality and some of the concepts of previous chapters which have been discussed by me will be used, such as test for divisibility and the concept of comparison signs, and one of the previous concept will be used, and I will let you know that later on. So first of all, coming to question number 1, write the fractions. Are all these fractions equivalent? So first we'll do the first part, and that will be writing the fractions. So this will be 1 upon 2, this will be 2 upon 4, this will be 3 upon 6, and this will be 4 upon 8. Now coming to B, it will be 4 upon 4 threes are 12. This will be 3 upon 9. This will be 2 upon 6. This will be 1 upon 3. And this will be 6 upon 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 threes are 15. So if you see part A, if we talk about part A, the fractions have been written down, and now we need to see if they are equivalent. So 1 upon 2, if we multiply it by 2, you will see that we get 2 upon 4. If we multiply by 3, we get 3 upon 6, and if we multiply by 4, we get 4 upon 8. Therefore, yes, they are equivalent fractions. Coming to part B, that is 1 upon 3, if you look upon this fraction, this is the smallest fraction and cannot be further simplified. If I multiply it by 2, I get 2 upon 6. If I multiply by 3, I get 3 upon 9. And if I multiply by 4, I get 4 upon 12. However, if I multiply by 5, I will get the denominator as 15, but the numerator will be 5, which is not equal to 6. Therefore, this is not equivalent to the remaining. So if we talk about part B, the first four figures represent equivalent fractions, but because of the last figure, the fifth figure, the equivalence is not confirmed, and therefore part B, all the figures are not equivalent. Coming to question number 2. Just 5 seconds. Till that time you can write whatever I've said, and we'll just begin in a 2, 3, and go. Now, coming to question number 2. Okay. The question number 2 is same. The thing is that we have to compare the first row with the second row. So what I'll do is that I'll just write the fractions, and then we'll just pair up the equivalent fractions from each row. So this will be 1 upon 2, this will be 4 upon 6, this will be 3 upon 9, this will be 2 upon 2 to 4, 2 is 8, this will be 3 upon 4, then this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and total will be 6. So 6 is 1, so 6 3s are 18. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, so this will be 4 upon 8. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this will be 12 plus 4, 16. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 and plus 4 will be 12, and then it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, so numerator 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So one row is completed, and into 4 times that will be 16. So just do it on your own. This is just a counting. You have to count the number of shaded, you have to count the number of not shaded. The numerator will be the number of shaded, the denominator will be the summation of shaded and the not shaded, or the total number of components or divisions of that particular figure. So we have to just add it up, we have to just uh, compare the equivalent ones or write it down. So 1 upon 2 will be equivalent to A, will be equivalent to 4 upon 8, that is part 2. If you see 4 upon 6, so that is 2 upon 3. 4 upon 6 can be written as 2 upon 3, and 2 upon 3 can be got from 8 upon 12, that is, if the common factor is 4, you will get 2 upon 3. So B will be equivalent to 4. Coming to 3 upon 9, so it will be 1 upon 3, and 1 upon 3 can be seen over in the part 1, second row, part 1. If we look at 2 upon 8, it can be simplified to as 1 upon 4, and that is represented in 4 upon 16 in the fifth figure. If we come to part E, I am writing it above at the top. E is 3 upon 4, and that is equal to 12 upon 16. If you take 4 as the common factor, 4 threes are 12 and 4 fours are 16. So the equivalent fractions have been grouped together and written over here. You can write the answers down after pausing the video. So coming to the next question. Replace the box in each of the following by correct number, and the correct number will be obtained by using the method of cross multiplication. So cross multiplication, the concept has been discussed previously in in the just previous video and also before that. So I'll just be doing the answers fast and forward. So 2 upon 7 and 8 upon dash is what is the answer? Okay, so you'll just write the box, you can just write it as x. You can just write it as a variable. You can just write it as a variable or an unknown quantity using a alphabet x. You can write a, b, c, d, anyone. I will choose x. So you will write, or you can choose not x, you can write it as a. That will be much better. So 2 into a is equal to 8 into 7. Using the cross multiplication method, 2 into a, because denominator will go to the left side, the RHS denominator will go to the LHS numerator in the multiplication, and the 7, the denominator on the LHS will go to the RHS numerator in multiplication. So 2a will be equal to 8 into 7, that is 56. So a will be equal to 56 upon 2, that will give you the answer. So 2 to the 4, 1, 8, so 18. So 2 to the 4, 2, and then 1, 8, 1, 6, 18. So that will be 28. So A will be 28. Similarly, if you go for part B, then you will write 5A using the multiplication, cross multiplication, and 10 into 8, that is equal to 80. And A will be equal to 80 upon 5. And that will give you the answer of 5 1 times, and then 1 3 0, and that will be 6 6 5 the 30. That will give you the answer of 16. Coming to part C, that will be 3 into 20 and is equal to 5a. Wherever the box is, you can just write it as a, and just need to take that using a, considering it as a, as a cross multiplication in the cross multiplication. So 3 into 20 will give you 60, and upon 5 will give you a. Why are we doing the division? Because you know that in cross multiplication, whenever we take something in multiplication, 5 is multiplication with a. When we take it back, you will have it in division. If you take any division and go it to the other side, you will have it in multiplication. If something is in addition, then it will go to the other side and become minus, subtraction, and vice versa. So this is the process that is followed. So I'll give you an example of cross multiplication just after solving this whole exercise, or just after solving this question, so that you can have much more better idea as to how cross multiplication is used. Even though it may not be part of this chapter or this class, but it will be a good concept, a good additional concept to be understood by you. So 60 upon 5 is equal to a. So 5 will be 1 times, and this will be 1, and 0 2. Therefore a is equal to 12, and d will be 45 into a is equal to 15 into 60, and therefore 15 into 60 will give you some answer, that is 60 into 10 will give you 600, and 60 into 5 will give you 300. So 600 and 300 will give you 900, and a will be dividing by 45 2 times, and this will be 20. Similarly, you can solve for the part E on your own. So the concept which I am trying to embark or trying to tell you about cross multiplication, I'll give you one example in which everything will be there, and you just have to write that example down in your notebook so that you have the concept in your hands. So just a moment. Okay, so I'll write the equation such as I'll write 2 plus 3 bracket into 5 upon, okay, upon 7 minus 3 into 5, and I will just write a box over here. Equal to, not equal to, does not matter. I just need to make you understand what is cross multiplication. And then I will write, let us say the bracket has been taken. Okay, it has been taken, and I will write it as 3 minus 5 plus 2 into 6, or I will just write it as 3 to make it simpler, and then I will write 4 into 5 plus 2. This is the equation which we have come up with. We have put a box that we do not, because you do not know if it is equal or not. So what we'll do is that first of all we'll solve the everything that is available over here. Or what you can do is that you can just solve each numerator and denominator separately. So 2 plus 3 into 5, what will be the answer using the broad mass rule? Bracket, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. This is the sequence used in your calculations. So first of all, the thing inside the bracket will be solved. So 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. And then the division will be done, and then the multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, and 5 into 5 will be 25. 7 minus 3 into 5. So here the first thing which will be done is multiplication. So 5 into 3 is equal to 15, and 7 minus 15 will give you a negative number, that is minus 8. Then you will draw the box, and then again 3 minus 5 plus 2 into 3, that will give us 2 into 3 is equal to 6, and I will write it over here, 3 minus 5 plus 2 into 3 is equal to 6. So 3 is having no sign, that is it is positive. So 6 plus 3 is equal to 9, and 9 minus 5 will give you 4. And then 4 into 5 is 20, plus 2 is equal to 22. So this is, and then you will take this over here and this over here as the cross multiplication. In other words, you can also try to do something like this. I want to replace this 3 with A, that is a box. And now let us see what our conclusion comes. And I can also take something else in box, like I will take the box over here. Let us say that I am doing this as A. Okay, so now if we solve this, how will it be done? We'll solve it as much as possible before doing the cross multiplication. So this will be 2 plus A into 5. So this will be 2 into 5 plus A into 5. After opening the bracket, every addition and subtraction will get multiplied or divided by something, that is anything that is outside the bracket. Okay, so 2 into 5 plus A into 5. It had been 2 minus A, then it will be 2 into 5 minus A into 5. Then we'll make the denominator, and that will be 7 minus 5A. And then we'll take 3 minus 5 plus 2 into 3. That will be again the same answer, like 3 minus 5 plus 2 into 3 is equal to 6. So 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 minus 5 is equal to 4. So this will be 4. And this will be 4 into 5, 20, and that will be 22. Now we'll do the cross multiplication. Cross multiplication will be done by taking 22 on the left as the numerator in multiplication. So bracket will be formed, and this will be 2 into 5 is equal to 10 plus 5A. Okay, bracket close. And then on the other side, you will see that we have 4, and inside the bracket there will be 7 minus 5a. You understand that? Okay. So now after opening the bracket, what we'll do, 22, I said that when we open the bracket, we multiply or divide any addition subtraction that is there individually without any clause or any partiality like that. So 22 into 10 plus 5a into 22. Then box, and then 7 into 4 will be 28, and then minus 7 into 5a. Okay, now we'll make it much more simpler. This will be 220, and this will be 22 into 5, that will be 110, I suppose. 22 into 5, that will be 1110. 220, yes, 1110, and that will be a. Box will be there, and that will be 7 into 4, that is 28, and this will be 7 5s are 35a. I'll just write it over here. I hope you have written this down. I will make it little bit upper so that you can see the stuff. I hope it is visible now. Okay, so I'll take it from here and write it as 220. I'll take the LHS of this is plus and this is also plus. So I'll just take it on the left side, 220. You can take either way, 220 minus 28, and the box will be there, and this will make minus 35a minus of 110a, because plus was taken to the other side and became minus, and plus was taken to the left side, it became minus. So 220 minus 28 and minus 35 minus 110 will give you an answer. So this will be something something a, and this will be something, and you will just take this something beneath this something, and you will get the answer of a if this box is filled with a equal sign. So this was the thing which I wanted you to understand. So I request you to please write it down, and we'll then continue with the next question. This was an additional concept regarding the cross multiplication, so that you can have hands-on with this also. Chalo, coming to question number 4. So let us read question number 4. What is it? Question number 4 says, find the equivalent fraction of 3 upon 5 having denominator 20, numerator 9, and so on. So certain situations have been given to us as to we have to find equivalent fractions with particular numerators and denominators. So how will we do that? Let us come to that. ओके 3/5 का इक्विवेलेंट हमें चाहिए, जिसमें कि इक्वल टू साइन आएगा चूंकि वो इक्विवेलेंट है. नीचे डिनोमिनेटर 20 रहेगा फॉर दिस केस, एंड देन द न्यूमरेटर इज टू बी फाउंड. सो 20 into 3 will give you 60. This implies 60 is equal to, let us say this is a, and this will be 5a, and this will make a is equal to 60 upon 5, that will be 12. So a is equal to 12. So if you write 12 upon 20, this will give you the answer of 3/5. How? Because 3 into 4 times it will be 12, and 5 into 4 times is also will be 20. Now coming to the part of numerator as 9. So 3/5, we'll take the numerator, that is 9, and the denominator as a, we'll just take it 3a is equal to 9 5s are 45. Then we'll take a is equal to 45 divided by 3, that will be 15. So this is the answer. You can do similarly for the remaining, that is denominator 30 and numerator 27. I'll do for numerator 27 just for your understanding. You will take 3/5, you will take 27 as the numerator, denominator as a, then you will do cross multiplication. It will be 3a is equal to 27 into 5, that will result into 135, and that will make a is equal to 135 upon 3. then it will give us the answer. 3 4s are 12, 1 5 15, so 4 and 5, this will be the answer. So A will be 45. Coming to question number 5, in case I have any calculative errors like calculation errors, plus minus multiplication, I hope that you can understand that it is because of like a human error. You can just check the answer on your own. It will not be there, calculation error will not be there, but in case it is there, you can just consult your note, you can just consult your book NCRT, and you know the process. The process is exactly what we are discussing in the lecture, and you can follow the process and do the calculation on your own, and you will get the answer. But there will not be any calculation mistake 99%. Find equivalent fraction of 36 upon 48 with numerator 9. So I'll write 36 upon 48, and I will write equal to, and I will write numerator as 9, and the denominator is something to be understood. So this is very easy because 36 is to be have is to 36 upon 48 will have a numerator of 9. So I'll just try to simplify it. I'll take 9 as the common factor, or what I can do, I'll just take um, 36. I'll take 4 as the common factor, and I'll do what? 4 will be the common factor, and 4 9 times 36, and 4 1 times 2, it will be 12. So therefore denominator will be 12 and fraction will be 9 upon 12. Part B, 36 upon 48 with a denominator of 4. Very easy. What is 4? So 12 will be the common factor, and 12 4 times will be 48, and 12 3 times will be 36. So the answer will be 3 upon 4. Thing to be noted is that 3 upon 4 is the simplest form of 36 upon 48 and 9 upon 12. Coming to next question. Question number 6. Check whether the given fractions are equivalent. 5 upon 9 and 30 upon 54. You just need to check whether they are equivalent. You can do that by first checking 5 upon 9 if it is in its simplest form. Yes, it is. Then you just need to try to simplify 30 upon 54. If you take 30 upon 54, you can see that 6 5s are 6 if taken as the common factor. 6 5s are 30, and 6 9 times will be 54. So yes, this is equivalent. Coming to 3 upon 10 and 12 upon 50, if they are equivalent, the second method of checking if they are equivalent is that you just need to make a box over here and do the cross multiplication. So 3 into 50 will give you the answer of 150, and this box will be there. 12 into 10 will give you the answer of 120. Therefore this is not equal to, and the answer is not equivalent. Coming to part C, 7 upon 13 and 5 upon 11. Just do the cross multiplication. 11 into 7 will give you 77. Make a box. 5 into 13. What will this give? 13 into 5. 5 3 is 15. 1 5 and 5 plus 1 6 65. This will give you 65. This is also not equivalent. Therefore part B and part C are not equivalent. Let us check the answer if they are good to go with. Okay, 5 upon 9, where is that? Actually I have the book not similar to that of the online, so okay, I found it. So 5 upon 9, 30 upon 54, yet yes, it is given, it is equivalent. Next part not equivalent, next part also not equivalent. Crystal clear. Coming to the next question. Reduce the following fractions to its simplest form. How will we do that? Simplest form बनाना है 30 upon 48 upon 64 60. Okay, can you do this on your own if possible? If possible, because similar things are being done. When we used to learn these concepts, then it was very interesting. Like we used to solve multiple questions from like R.S. Agarwal, R.D. Sharma, NCRT. It was very fun. But after you have learned that, when you have learned a topic, the symptom is that you will find it boring. Okay, so 48 upon 60, we'll try to reduce it into a simplest form. So let us check with 4. Yes, 4 will be there 1 times, 2 times, 4 will be there 1 times, and 205 times. 3 will be there 4 times, 3 will be there 5 times. So there will be 4 upon 5. 150 upon 60. What will this be? 0 will be cancelled, because 10, if you divide by 10, it will become 15, and 6, and then 3, it will be 5, and this will be 2. Therefore, it will be 5 upon 2, or it will be 2, 1 upon 2 in a mixed form. 84 upon 98. 84 upon 98 is any simpler, like 8 if we take no, 4 if we take 4, also not possible. So we'll take 2. So this will be 4 and 2, this will be 2 to 4, 1, 8, 9. So this is 7 sevens are 49, and this is 42. Therefore, the simplest form will be 42 upon 49. If we take 12 upon 52, the next part, what will the answer be? 2 से 3 से जा रहा है क्या? नहीं, 3 से नहीं जा रहा है, 4 से जा रहा है. तो 4 3s are 12, 4 से 1 times, and 1 2 3 times. Therefore, it will be 3 upon 30. So this is the answer for simplifying into simplest form. 4 upon 5, 5 upon 2, then 5 upon 2, then it will be 6 upon, no, this will be, what is the 12 upon 52. So it will be, yes, 3 upon 13. Okay, it is good. Then it will be, okay, it can further be taken down by 7, because 7 और 2 9. अरे हाँ, 7 6 42, 7 5 35, 42, and this will be 9. Okay, and this will be further reduced by 7 times. Sorry, so this will be 6 upon 7. Okay, my bad. Yes, okay. So calculation mistake has been remedied during the lecture. Okay, coming to part E, 7 upon 28. What will be the answer? 7 4s are 28, and therefore it will be 1 upon 4. Coming to the next question. Ramesh had 20 pencils, Shilu had itna, Jamal had some. After 4 months, Ramesh used itna, Shilu used itna, and Jamal used itna. What fraction did each use up? Check if each has ended up an equal fraction of his pencils. Okay, so here the question says that it is a situation, time-based situation, in which three people are there and they have used certain amount of pencils while having certain amount of pencils. So we just have to get the answer of what fraction did each use up. So Ramesh had 20. If we take Ramesh, he had 20, and Ramesh used 10. So it will be 20 minus 10. I'm not writing the final answer as of now. I'm just letting you understand as how to approach this question. So Ramesh, 20 minus 10. Just write it down. Shilu, this will be 50 originally, and use 25. So 50 minus 25. Coming to Jamal, it will be 40. It will be 80 initially, and 40 will be used. So write 80 minus 40. Now the question of what fraction did each use up is, you just need to follow this formula: final, or uh, whatever, final minus initial or initial minus final, whatever you want, and then the initial minus final upon the initial. Or if you have the final as a greater number, for example, the question would have been that Ramesh had 20 pencils and he purchased 10 more pencils after 4 months. So what is the fraction did he purchase? Then that will be f minus I upon f. Okay, so f minus I upon I, because the fraction or percentage or reference is taken with respect to the initial. Okay, and the subtraction is done on the basis of the thing which is greater in magnitude. So 20 minus 10 upon the initial will be 20, and there will be 50, there will be 80. So the answer to this will be 10 upon 20, this will be 25 upon 50, and this will be 40 upon 80. And you can see that all three of them are having the same equivalent fraction, that is 1 upon 2. So the answer for check if each has used up an equal fraction of our pencils, the answer will be yes, they have used the equal fraction of pencils because the remaining pencils are equivalent fractions. Okay, or the fraction they used up is equivalent, and similarly fraction used up and fraction remaining is obtained by total minus fraction used up is known as fraction remaining. So that is also equivalent fraction. Now coming to question number 9, match the equivalent fractions and write two more for each. Okay, so question number 9 says that we have to match the equivalent fractions and we have to write two more for each. So write two more for each will be your homework, because that is something that you can do by now, and equivalent fractions will be matched for the first two, the remaining can be done by you. So 250 upon 400 is taken, and this will give, divide by 10 first of all, this will give 25 upon 40, then divide by 5, this will give 5 upon 8, and this will be the final answer. If I want to find 5 upon 8, you can see that 5 upon 8 is over here, therefore 1 is matching up with D. Coming to the next, 180 upon 200, divide by 10, therefore 0 will get cancelled out, and now 2 9 times will be 18 and 2 10 times will be 20. This will give you 9 upon 10. So if you see for that, you can see that 2 is matching with part E, and therefore the equivalent fraction will be mentioned in this manner. Write two more for each, that can be done from your end, and that is very simple, that is not a big deal. So I hope that you have understood all the questions that have been explained to you, and you are watching our videos in totality and without skipping any part, because concepts will get blurred if you skip the important part. We also discussed an additional concept in this video, that is how do we cross multiply if a variable is in it. Okay, so we took a complex question as per the class 6 standard and we tried to solve it. So this concludes the exercise for today, and in the next video we'll be dealing with the like fractions and unlike fractions, and I hope that you like our way of teaching, and in case you do not, comment in the comment sections for any suggestions. Share our videos with your friends if you find them useful, and if you do, hit the like button and the subscribe button. So till the next time we meet, goodbye.